Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, report indicates user fees would be tough on air charter companies. Recently recovered SpaceX booster may not be reusable. AMA reaches a $1 million milestone in scholarships. Hello, I'm Christopher C. Odom. It's May 20th, 2016, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Thomas Hendricks, President and CEO of the National Air Transportation Association, said that a report shows that Congress recognized the importance of the air charter industry to the aviation sector. According to the report, there are 2,155 charter operators utilizing 10,655 aircraft. 70% of the charter fleet is helicopters and piston or turboprop airplanes. Charter aircraft serves more than 3,000 airports, and most charter establishments that average 19 employees have 1 or 2 aircraft and less than $2.5 million in annual revenues. Hendricks said, "The FAA's report underscores the folly of proposals to assess user fees on this segment of general aviation. It confirms that most charter operators are small businesses operating 1 or 2 aircraft. The report also demonstrates the vital role of the charter operators in the national economy, providing critical air service to nearly 5 times as many communities as the scheduled airlines." It's often been said in the scientific research that learning what does not work is a step to learning solutions. When SpaceX stuck the landing on its main booster on a platform in the Pacific Ocean following their most recent launch, it appears the booster was damaged to the point that it may not be reusable. USA Today reports that SpaceX founder Elon Musk said on Twitter that the rocket suffered max damage due to a high entry velocity. "It will be our life leader for ground tests to confirm others are good." This particular booster was flown higher and faster, about 1,200 miles per hour faster than the 2 boosters previously recovered by SpaceX. SpaceX said it experienced about 5 times as much heating from its re-entry into the atmosphere as did the previous rockets because of its speed and altitude. The next launch is planned for May 26, which will have a mission profile very similar to the most recent launch. 2 more launches could follow in June. After the break, model aviation contributes to the future.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, or our website or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. The Academy of Model Aeronautics has been helping graduating seniors achieve their dreams since 1970 and is now celebrating its dream of reaching a total of $1 million in awarded scholarships. This year, the AMA has awarded $48,000 in scholarships to 10 high school graduates from across the nation, which has helped bring the total of AMA scholarships that have been given to college-bound aero modelers to $1 million. The scholarships are created through funds donated by model aviation organizations and individuals, AMA members, and a portion of AMA member dues. Recreational aviation comes in many forms, and model aircraft are an important part of the foundation, which gave birth to recreational flying. We at ANN congratulate the AMA for reaching this significant milestone. Go team! It's Friday at last, and that means it's time for ANN CEO and Editor-in-Chief Jim Campbell to check in with his weekly Barnstorming commentary. Over the years, our Airborne Video Aviation Report, now known as Airborne Unlimited, has expanded in new and exciting directions. This week, Jim wants to update you about the ANN Airborne Unlimited team that makes it work. Here's this week's Barnstorming.
Thanks, Chris. Hi, folks. Well, let's chat about something up close and personal, i.e. us. Make a long story short, you've seen some big changes in Airborne. Well, frankly, tip of the iceberg, folks. We've been working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Airborne is now past the 700 program mark, zeroing in on 800. We've been at this for 5 years. We've been daily, Monday through Friday, business days. For in excess of a year, we've been working very, very hard to build up a program from which the industry can derive news, information, and insight as to what's new, what's fresh, what's interesting, what's critical, and so forth. We have a lot on our plate. We've got some big deals coming up for next year. We're going to need to expand Airborne. There's a lot of things we want to do, including Airborne coverage from on-site for special events. We have some syndication deals of a much larger note than anything we've done before, i.e. non-aviation, general, huge media, and a lot more on our plate. So as a result, we're training up. Chris Odom has joined us, and he will be switching off week after week with Bree for the foreseeable future. Sometime this summer, we're going to be adding a third co-host to be able to work with us and allow us to start really broadening out Airborne special event coverage, Airborne Unlimited coverage, and some things we're going to be doing down the lines that, frankly, we're not talking about yet. There's some really great stuff happening, but I want you to know that we are trying to be as innovative and disruptive as possible, that your suggestions and input are not only welcome but required, and that in no uncertain terms, you ain't seen nothing yet. Most important, we're ramping up for Oshkosh. Oshkosh for us this year should be quite the watershed. We've had some interesting discussions with some good and trusted partners that can help us move a bunch of projects, such as the Bob Hoover documentary, the Aviation Transformation Conference, and a whole slew of other things, not only forward, but to a point where they can be as influential as they need to be. We've been working really hard to study things. We put particularly significant effort into studying everything we need to do for a long-form documentary to make the Bob Hoover project as great as it not only can be, but should be. And let me say something about that first. This is not Bob was done wrong by the FAA. We all know the story. But what it is a rallying point for how we can build a pilot's rights culture for the future so that pilots and airmen and aviation professionals and aviation recreational adherents all across the country and maybe even around the world will get the respect, the rights, and everything that they're due so that they can enjoy the freedom of the skies unrestricted and with greater sensitivity, greater safety, and most important, a more comprehensive world in which they can enjoy all aspects of aviation. There's a lot going on. Please fill us in on what you think is important. Please be a part of this. And most important, enjoy the changes. We're excited about it. We welcome Chris to the mix. We've had just a wonderful year with Bree. There's more people coming on down the line. Wait do you see who's going to join us this summer? And most important of all, we're really excited about the future. We hope you'll be excited for us, work with us, and enjoy what we're going to be doing together. For the Aero-News Network, Airborne and Aero-TV, I'm Jim Campbell.
After these messages, FAA SAIB issued for some Lycoming engines.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Redbird Flight Simulations is dedicated to revolutionizing flight training by designing, manufacturing, and delivering affordable and innovative flight training technologies. Each Redbird device is designed to enhance the training experience for pilots of all levels, from student to ATP. Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other stories that are interesting in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The FAA has issued a special airworthiness information bulletin concerning certain Lycoming 03.20, 360, 540, 580, and 720 wide cylinder flange engines equipped with a front crankcase mounted propeller governor. The issue relates to the propeller governor idler gear shaft set screw. The Gulfstream G650ER recently claimed another city pair record, this time linking Sydney to Los Angeles. The 6,620 nautical mile flight took 12 hours and 40 minutes at an average cruise speed of, get this, Mach 0.86. The record is awaiting approval by the FAA. A new report published by TechSci Research indicates that the rotary blade drone segment dominated the global commercial drone market in 2015. They forecast this market will grow over 7% between 2016 and 2021 as commercial utilization increases. The legacy of the SAIB Gripen fighter continues with the unveiling of the first test aircraft of the next generation Gripen E. SAIB says this key milestone is proof of their ability to build world-class fighters on time and on budget. The first delivery of an A321 aircraft from the Airbus U.S. manufacturing facility to American Airlines took place this week in Mobile, Alabama. Airbus anticipates delivering 4 aircraft per month from the Mobile plant by the end of 2017. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. Aerial application can be a dangerous business, and we are sad to report that pilot John Allen C. Jr. lost his life when his crop dusting airplane went down last week. It has now been reported by television station KWXT that C. had also been a Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter. Station reports that C., who performed for much of his career under the name Johnny C., had been a singer-songwriter for decades, as well as an occasional actor. He actually recorded his first record in 1959 and was a cast member on the Hayride radio and later television country music show broadcast from Shreveport, Louisiana. It's reported he was nominated for a Grammy for his song Day for Decision on Warner Brother Records. We at ANN offer our condolences to the C family. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at Aero-News.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily, Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us in a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news. From the staff of Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource, I believe I can fly.